Collectibles Mortal Kombat 3 Nightwolf. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the accessories he comes with, and I think he comes with great accessories. So you get 4 heads in total. 3 of them are sort of those action faces, which I like this one. Usually when Storm does faces like this, I particularly don't care for them, but I think each one is done well. Yeah, so pretty satisfied with the different head sculpts that we receive. In addition, we get some great accessories. So to mimic his power moves in the game, you get the arrow. You get the axe, as well as a standard version of the axe. I do wish it had sort of like that fire effect around it as it did in the game. And you also get his fatality, which I'm under the impression attaches to the axe, something like this. Not exactly right. To sort of fillet somebody with the lighting. Now, the one accessory that you don't get, to where I'm a little bit bummed about, it's his shoulder rush in the game, where he has that green trail behind him. And if there's any company I feel that could have given us that, it would have been Storm Collectibles. So taking a look at the figure, there is a lot to like, as long as you're not comparing it to the video game. So I'm under the impression that this is from the Mortal Kombat 3 version of Nightwolf, as there are some changes to him in the later versions of the game. Now, one of the things that's noticeably different, and it may not come across as much because my lights are super bright, it's his complexion. In the game, he was very pale. He was very white in skin tone. The action figure has him more of the color he should be in his native skin, closer to my skin tone, not as brown and caramel, but it does have a brownish complexion to it. Now, where some of the issues lie in the figure compared to the video game is that the colors here are very muted. It's like someone just turned the saturation all the way down. In the game, the pants are very vibrant blue. The whites are a lot brighter. Like everything color-wise just stands out more on the game. Even the brown hair is a lot brighter on the video game. So that may be something that bothers a few people. It actually took me a little bit by surprise, I guess. I'm getting used to it, as I think that this is the color that the figure should be. Now, looking at the anatomy, the figure is a bit too jacked. Nightwolf was not this ripped in Mortal Kombat 3. He did not have this musculature. It looks good, but it's just not reminiscent of the character in the game. And Storm Collectibles has been doing this with their Mortal Kombat figures. The Kano that we received was just too big. Now for movement, I have not played around with this figure, so let's see how he moves. The head sort of moves back and forward. Barely looks down, but if you collapse everything, there you go. Looking up, not that much. Arm kicks out only that much to the side. It does fully rotate. The joints is very tight, which I like. You get some bicep rotation. Double jointed elbows only bending in that much. And the wrists are able to rotate all the way around. Looking at the torso, you know the story, floating portion, rotates, crunches forward, back, side to side. Good rotation. Legs kicks forward that much. Backwards way more than forward. Does rotate. Double jointed knees bending in that much. No rotation at the boot. The feet collapse down that much. Upward that much. Barely tilt in, but it's there. Barely tilts out. It's on an angle. You do move forward that much if I didn't do that already, and you have some toe articulation, which is very tight. Oh, forgot to mention you do have your butterfly joints, and they collapse in about that much. Let's do a size comparison. Let's throw in a Marvel Legends. So if you are looking maybe to do like a T-Bird, that possibly could work. Maybe he's too big for T-Bird, but he's not quite as big as Warpath. So if you're trying to pull off a custom to slide into your Marvel Legends as T-Bird or Warpath, I think the T-Bird may fit a little bit better. Warpath, maybe not so much. So throwing in some of my Storm collectible figures. Let's throw in Baki Haman. Come on, Baki, can we get you to stand? Just adjusted the camera. Baki looks pretty small. He is a teenager. So that's there. That's that. And then Akira. I think this is Akira, isn't it? From Virtual Fighter 5. They're nearly the same height. It's my opinion that this figure is worth picking up. That's going to go ahead and conclude this review. Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop. I hope to see you during the next episode.